Team.
Ready. We are ready. The board sound is ready.
Good match. Good match.
Please just talk. So, so basically almost everybody.
Listen, I want to get it. I want to get into the pool, so I didn't.
You want to go to?
Lots of sign-ups for the cycle.
The lady is the lady is an expert.
Excuse me, everyone, please. Sorry. Hold game. Anyone want to go in the side pools in the SuperJackpot?
Maybe.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Hi, what is a stream match without commentary? A, it's nothing, it really doesn't exist. And what better commentary, what better match than Phil Simborg and Tristan Remy from somewhere in France. Double five is very good number. It's an excellent number. But it looks like Tristan is going to win this game, take 2-0 lead, which would be very good for him and also good for Phil Simborg. Welcome everyone to this fabulous stream match. Brighton Summer Open, Tim Parfitt, Tim Suki, South Coast, caravans, holidays, all sorts of things. Lovely jubbly. Get out of London. We had the B-Map. I'm not sure if it's finished yet. So Tristan still has 2 checkers there on the 4 and the 3 point, so he's very likely to miss 20 times out of that, but he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Mrs. Bubbles, where'd your comment go? Good. Hello, Mrs. Bubbles, how are you? I think I got it all the wrong way around. Phil was very likely to win the game. I think I said Tristan Remy. He cheated. He did a triche. He triche. What difference does it make? The old tricks in the book. For one, you're going to slot the point. Why not? Why not? 6-5-1 to the midpoint. I might have to do this whole commentary in this kind of weird 24-18 at 5. Yes, very good play. Now Phil has a better board and he's controlling like all quadrants of the board. 6-4. I think Tristan just has to run. Too dangerous to hit this. No, I don't like the 4. What you gonna do with the 4? I don't like this play. I think this is wrong actually. I much prefer to run. You could make 2 points. You could possibly make 2 points. I don't know. This is Simon Barger from Londres doing commentary. I've become a Frenchman. So he's going to hit on the 1 point. And I think I stay there on the 20 point so that I can gain access to those lovely blots on the 7 and 9 point, 6-5. It's like almost too good now. Phil's just going to cube. He doesn't think about too good. I don't think Phil is thinking about, I'm not saying it's too good. I'm not saying it's actually too good, but he's not thinking about it. There's a ginormous pass at this scar. So Phil does get a point back. Pretty nice pace. Got all the bracelets there. I don't know what they're all signifying, but they're interesting. 5-1. He's going for another slot. 4-5-2. You can counter slot here. I'm not sure, but it's a possibility. Tristan goes for it. 3-1. Perfect number. Oh, the only bet, I mean, there were double 3 getting to use the checker on the 8 point instead, but you're not going to complain. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Equalizes a little bit, but Phil's got 2 men back as opposed to Tristan's 3 men. Double 1 just makes the bar and plays 24-22. How's the sound, boys and girls? I've got the microphone on kind of a short lead because there's lots of technical problems here. 5-4, he's going to have to hit. I don't know whether you hit twice or once. I'm tempted to hit twice. Don't really want to put checker on the 8 point, but you have to think about the ramifications of giving your opponent 20 shots as opposed to probably about 16. So when this works, when Phil fails to roll a 4 or a 3, it has the biggest payoff massively, but Phil rolls a 4, better than a 3. Now Tristan has 4 men back, needs to fix that weakness there. He's got another block because he chose to hit with two with the 5 and the 4. So he's got the weakness on the 3 point. Phil will cube this, and I assume Phil's not thinking, doesn't fancy it. I think it would be a pretty easy take. The 5 probably come down, but I think this is fine. Duplicate 4s now. Double 5 is absolutely disgusting. Really bad number. Maybe you just have to switch and pass as opposed to doing anything and pass. Does it make a difference? Maybe you can take. These are very tricky. It might well be takeable. I wonder what's in Tristan's mind. He plays it quite quickly. Phil doesn't do anything. No thought of anything. Okay. I mean, I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny. 6-5, perfect number. Now Phil's kind of happy he didn't cube, maybe. But, you know, when you're trailing, you are trailing. Even if it's a point, you want to kind of get back in the match. That's a thing you want to do. 5-3. Well, you want to come out. He's playing it really quickly. I think I would just play 24-16. But I'd have to think about it for longer. Those old words. I'd have to think about it for long. 4-2 comes in. So Tristan needs 6s and 4s on that side of the board, on his side, and then 3s and 2 and 2 and 2. He's going to hit with a 6. Someone tell me about the sound, because I think it's a bit bum. It's bobbing in and out. It's Mr. Bobbins. So 3-6, yeah, he's going to hit, I think. You have to deny the anchor, so I don't like this. But what? But nothing. Feels like used 10 seconds, if that, 12. Double 6 is amazing. Hits on the 15 for starters. And you just make the 2 point, I think. Don't know, but you can. Well, if you don't, you leave shots. So I suppose the default is just make the 2 point. But I would, again, have to have a look-see at it. Now Phil will cube, or is he just like thinking of playing on? Could be a play on. I don't know. Again, feels like it could just be a double pass, but with one man on the bar. With one man on the bar, the microphone is going in and out. Thank you, Mrs. Bubbles. With one man on the bar, and I could It's more likely to be too good. But I find it difficult to make a decision because Tristan's board was quite strong. So I'd have to have a little bit more time. Just give me a break here. I'd have to have a little bit more time. Got the Malts, Molten sisters, brothers and daughters running in the background there. So 2-all, 9-away, 9-away, 3-2. I don't fancy. I'm not a 2-down man myself, but there you go. 5-1s, not counter slotting, but just slotting. Because you're buying in the race. You don't want to split 3-2. What do you do here? Do you just make the 11? I like this, I think. I do like this. I do like it. It's not I think. I like it. 6-1 comes out with a 6. Do you like what you hear, though, Mrs. Bubels? Would you prefer not to hear it? 3-1 makes the bar. Perfect. Not sure what he's thinking. Feels natural. He's like a natural. That's not natural, mate. Mate! Don't like that. Okay, all right. Gets hit back. Punished. Now is he going to play a 6 off the bar? He's going to have to break the mid. Don't know if he's actually right to do so. 5-1. Just play it into the 5 point. Don't hit. But he's going to hit. I know my customers. No, I wouldn't do it, mate. All right, 1-2. Just comes in, plays 18-16. Probably. Or could play 13-11. Don't know. They're playing it of a steady lick, they are, aren't they? A steady old lick. Okay, and now Tristan's got 4 of Phil's men back. 2-5. I just, again, I put it on the 5 point. I think Phil's going to do... Oh, my God, that's hitty. Can't... Why one would want to do that? Okay, anyway, okay. We won't say any more about it, other than that was an absolutely horrific... Double 5. Amazing roll. Comes in, hits, makes a 3 point. So, even if Phil makes the anchor, what is the what is going on? Even if he makes the anchor, so he's got all 2s, but he's got 4-1 as well, and double 1. So 4-1 is going to make the double anchor. I'm sure Phil will do it. Okay, he's going to make that. Oi, this is a bit of a blunderfair. Not a fan of how Philly has played this. Yeah, I don't know. This is bizarre kind of position, which is somehow still, use the word tenable, Tenable. I mean, it's still like not completely collapsed yet for Phil. So maybe he can take it. I don't know what he's going to do. Okay, he just takes it. Bravado, maybe. Hits the 6. Okay, probably with a like that 1 point board and no spares on the 6 point makes the 1 point board even kind of more glaring. Now, if Tristan can make the 2 point, I guess he's feeling okay about his position, covering with the 6 or the 4. So what does the well, just come down with the 4 possibly to the 11 point and then cover with the 6. But then maybe you want to make the 8 point later, which means that if you play 8-2, then you're taking the checker off the 8 point, allowing you to make it. Mrs. Bublés. Backgammon news. I do this for my favourite person in the world, Marte. And he pays me back in cannabis or cocaine. No, not cocaine. Or not cannabis either. But on this stream, you can be a little bit more. But only a little bit, because there's always someone watching. There's always someone watching. There's 29 people watching. He's making a bit of a pig's pudding of this. I mean, I'm not. No, that's a bit mean. I mean, I think. I don't know what I would do, to be honest. Really, I don't. Yeah, you want to make the 7 and the 8. That sort of makes sense, and you don't mind so much getting hit because your opponent's got a terrible board. So what? You're just going to hit everything. You're going to hit and make the 7 point. He's not immediately knowing what he wants to do. I can't say that I do either, but I think I would. He's just put the checker on the 7 point to make it, so got to be consistent. Tristan has an excellent, Tristan has an excellent YouTube channel. The only problem, it's in Froggy, which I speak quite well, but I'm sure Mrs. Bubbles also speak a little bit of the old French. There are some backgammon players from Switzerland. For some reason, it always surprises me when Swiss people speak French, even though it's one of the official languages. I always feel that Swiss people should speak German. I don't know why that is. Is there any justification for my kind of thought there? I don't know. Probably not. So 6-4. So now I was going to say Thibaut, but Tristan is in a decent position here. He just wants to come home. And even if he leaves a shot, Phil's got 3 checkers on the 6 point, 2 on the 8 and 2 on the 11. Kind of, even the front 7 checkers are a bit not looking too happy about life. But he should be okay. He's very handsome. That's a start. 1-6. We got someone told me how to pronounce the name. Welcome, Terje, into the chat. So Phil's perfectly fine with fanning, and the 1-4 game perfectly acceptable. It's nuts. Really, my sound. I'm sorry. Effing microphone keeps coming in and out. These plays I find sometimes a little bit fiddly. I would, yes, clear the bar. Yes, I would do it. Semi-clear it or clear it. Because even if your opponent comes in and you have to leave a shot, they've got no board. So that incentivizes you to get the problem over with. The problem is the 7 point. The 2, yeah, fine. That or 11-9. Perhaps 11-9 is a little bit better. 3-1. Now you sort of don't want to make the 8 point either. But so you've got like 2 primes. You've got 1 priming the 4 checkers on the 24 point, a little 2 prime, and then you've got a 4 prime priming the checkers on the 21 point. That doesn't seem to be okay. That's a good roll. So you want to clear the 7 point, presumably, because that's the one that's controlled by 2 anchors. 4-1. So Phil, like I said, I mean, he's either going to get lucky or he's going to get gammoned or backgammoned, but 6-1. So Phil's only got a 3 point board, so he's not going to contain, but he hits. He hits. Now let's see. These outfield control, late hit containment bollocksy games are really tricky. They're really tricky. 3-2, I guess, whatever, just to the 15 point. I think that's better than to the 16 point. 2-1. Tristan's very happy to come in. Is Phil going to hit with a 7? Maybe. I would just play with an 8. I would probably play 24-16, but we have to make sure we don't leave too many shots. So actually, maybe we can consider making the 10 point and playing 21-18. So when you have backgammon commentary, what we absolutely need with backgammon commentary are arrows, and we need the point numbers, and we have neither here. So lots of people that maybe might think, I might watch this for 1 second. They don't know what's going on. So that's just can't be that difficult to have automatic, like some sort of arrow telestrator thing that I can, use. 4-1 misses. So you require a lot of thought here. You're balancing out leaving shots. You don't want to leave too many shots against the 4 point board, but you also want to try and hit that checker. So what's the play that balances out those objectives? I'll let Phil come up with that. Hello, Mano. First play that comes to mind is just 15-10, and it probably would play that. Or you could play 10-6. Yeah, is this better? This or the other one? But that one gives up the direct block on the 15. 6-5 is obviously a really good number. And Tristan's got every chance of just winning 4 points and taking a 6-2 lead. Double six will help both save the gammon and win the game. 1, 2, 3, and to the 9 points. So Phil's can either build for the 3 point or he can fill the gaps on the 8 and the 7 point. That would be nice for him. The 3 is going to be forced because you don't want to leave a shot. Okay, and then preparing to make the 7, but having to break the bar. But I would do the same thing, I think. 2-1. Probably just take a checker off the 3 point. What you're concerned about is how your 3s play. But if you take a checker off from the 3 point, then your 3s will play from the 6 point. So it's very tricky. I'm not saying this is easy. You have to balance out. Well, actually, it's not. It's quite simple. You have to decide whether or not your opponent is likely to improve his position, whether Phil's going to be able to get a better board, which he is, or whether it's going to get worse. So Phil's board is going to get better, and then you have to ask yourself whether you'll be able to speed up, expedite your clearing the points. And I don't think you will be anyway, so you probably might as well just take a checker off. In other words, if you play 6-3 and the idea of trying to clear the points before your opponent gets a better board, you're not going to be able to do that so easily anyway. So you might as well settle for the fact that your opponent's going to get a better board when you end up leaving a shot. We have some activity. Johnny Splash, the G. Arnold. I never understand these membership. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. Don't know what it means. So Mate sent. Yeah. So he took a man off. It looks awkward. He wasn't sure. He makes a face. I agree. I mean, I agree with that face. It's a bit confusing, I got to say. But we're not leaving shots for a while. 6-4. Okay, so now he can, of course, focus on clearing the 6. He has to pre-clear the 6 anyway. There's no other option. Phil will play 10-8. Should stay on the anchor. Oh, okay. I would have just played 10-8 and 12-7. 6-5 is a shot leaving number, leaving 20 shots, no extras, but he hits. This is the thing with these games, you do all this hard work and then you just get hit. 4, I think I would come out as well, and the game Phil should be winning this game, perhaps not after the 5-3, but before Tristan rolled, Phil would probably have been a favourite. 3 probably just not slotting, but it's something that I saw. If Phil can successfully make the 5 prime, okay, so the 1's going to hit. It's a big roll for Tristan. Obviously, it's double-edged, but it works. Phil gets to come in, so it's a pretty good number. He gets to come in and hit loose on the point. He wants to knock Tristan off. 3-4 is an amazing number. Phil has to come in. He does. He's basically rolled the same thing as before, 4-3, coming in and hitting. What can Tristan produce? Big fan. So 4's to make the back of the prime, possibly. That makes the 3 point. Of course he sees it. Of course he does. And the 3, we're not sure about. Panache voting, alors, you think I don't know who you are? Of course I do. Nicolas, en chat. Not on chat, because chat is a female cat. So Phil is favourite here, but he has to get 3 checkers round. When should he re-queue? Probably not yet. Should he leave it slotted? I don't think so. He gets some shots. So lots of Tristan's numbers would be leaving shots anyway. You don't want to give him... I don't know if that's pertinent to leaving... I mean, you just don't want to leave a 6 shot. Phil is definitely winning. Needs to make the prime, I would say, and then he can queue because Tristan's only got 2 checkers back. And and I forgot my reference positions this morning because there was a position where a guy had 6 checkers off. So I think this is a recube already. Maybe borderline, probably an easy take. This is a normal score, 9 away, 9 away. Acts pretty much like money, but 5 checkers off. Actually, maybe I'm in my old age forgetting my reference positions. Maybe you just wait till you. No, that's not true. No, I'm absolutely right. When the opponent's only got 5 checkers off, it actually becomes a pass when blue has closed out the board and got his checkers on the best available points. So when he has 3 spares on the 6, 5 and 4 and has a closeout of that 1 checker when the opponent's got 5 checkers off, it's a pass for money. And I think, like, not big. So this has got to be a recube. So he's missing little recubes, but it won't cost him at all because the position's not going to change. Panache says 6552 open, and then the market is lost. Still should hit with a 5, I think, because otherwise I see he just wants him to roll a 2, but your position can get awkward if you don't put the spares on the best, on the most flexible points. So 3 goes to the 6 point, that goes to the 18 point. He doesn't need to get a second checker back. It's already kind of close to a pass anyway, so he shouldn't be trying to get a second man back. 4-3 should just hit. So his configuration is slightly unsafe now, I would say, Phil's, but 2 makes it safe again, recirculates the checker. If Phil hits that, he'll just recube, I presume. 5-1, so I would bring it into the 6 point. I don't think it matters whether we do or not. So again, we should be recubing. 3-2, yeah, just hits loose, that's nice. And if we get missed, we can just make the 2 point. Make it with a 6. 5-1-4-2-3-3, yeah. Okay, again, don't need the second checker. So I never worked out or remembered, not worked out. Before that goes a little bit deep. I don't know if I would do that. I'm not sure why. Maybe he wants to hit Tristan with a 3. Yeah, that's the problem. If you do that and then you roll a big number, then you have a checker where you don't want it. And that checker on the 4 point is 1 pip too deep. But it's worked out okay. Just Stefan rolls the 1. Okay, so Phil won't recube. He probably won't recube until he's closed him out, I think. Is 1, 2, 3, 4. Will he recube now? I've got a feeling he won't. He will. So that was his plan. And I think I would... I've been saying for ages that I would pass this. This is not perfect spares, so it might possibly be a take, but the problem is that there might be a scenario where Phil can leave a shot and it will not be so dangerous because Tristan's got a blot in his board. I would pass this against Phil. I would run a mile for I would never take this. Okay. It could well be 5-4. Okay, that's... now Phil must be an 80-something% favourite. Am I misseeing? I think Tristan's got 5 checkers off. So this is the game that you hate. You hate to lose this way. I mean, okay, yeah, you just keep the board, take one off. You hate to lose this way. You did all the hard work and then you got hit. You can just play safe here. I mean, that's safe enough. So either way. Do we have someone that a Lawrence Powell lookalike in the background, or is it actually Lawrence Powell? What have we got here? Welcome to... By the way, I have... I feel like I shouldn't be just saying this quite yet, but it is pretty much finished. I have a book coming out, 21 Rules for Backgammon, Grandmaster's Guide on How to Eliminate Mistakes. I think it's a really, really good book. It won't be cheap, unfortunately. Well, the last one wasn't that cheap. It'll be a little bit more than the other one. It'll be available on my website. It's just being reformatted and by my design guy, my design guy. But it's taken a lot of work, and I will post a link to it when it's out. It should be out in about a week or so. 21 rules for backgammon, a grandmaster's guide on how to eliminate mistakes. The 21 rules that I found my students needed to know. So 5-1, 3-1, 5-1, splitting 6-1. Not sure about that, especially leading 6-2. So that gets kind of punished. Comes around, makes the bar. Possibly even with the 5-point made, Tristan can... Oh, I don't even know, actually. It was a silly comment, because even now, after the double six, I'm not a big fan of cubing. The front position of Tristan isn't great. Of course, it cannot be a big mistake. But what are you afraid of rolling such that you would lose your market? Maybe like double 3, double 1, 6-1. So maybe I would cube on the strength of rolling those numbers. Such an easy take. And what we mean by that is such an easy decision. We don't give our opponent any emotional trauma when we give him that cube. Maybe we just go for what we want to do here, which is come up to right to the edge of the prime, and then the 2 has to be any old 2, probably play 11 to 9. I mean, I qualified it, but I don't think you should do anything else. You shouldn't play 2 down and leave that checker stack back. It was just part of the bargain of rolling something, of doubling something where you're not assured of having an exceptionally strong position. So, yeah, when you come up with the 3 and then you play 11 to 9, you are leaving a lot of numbers for your opponent that are going to kind of bring him back in the game. But that was part of the bargain when you cubed, because you're down in the match. So I'm not sure whether he's counting the shots. Perhaps he is, but I don't think he should be dissuaded by the fact that there are lots of shots. I think he should just accept that there will be shots. Like if he comes up, as I said, 21, like things like 5-2, 4-2, 1-2, all will hit him loose on the 4-point. He'll only have 15 return shots when that happens. So I believe he's counting the shots. Looks like he is. I mean, the only other thing I think is crazy is to make the bar. So this is the play. And then, like I said, of course, there's 5-4 and 3-6 as well, which hit on the outside, which are worse than being hit on the inside. Another double 6 fan. Well, the music didn't help that they did it. 4-3, perfect. 4-6, at least Phil gets to... I would come out. I think that's a mistake. I felt that he would stay there. I don't know why. Double 3, punished. So all that hard work that Phil did might go at begging. 2-5 just comes out. Again, Phil showed that he doesn't really think about coming out. Coming out, if you stay there, you're going to get hit quite happily by Tristan when you've only got a 2-point board. So you might as well try and come out and escape that checker. See that he's trying to duplicate 4s, but it doesn't make too much sense to me. So double 3, again, punished. No, you don't want to make the bar. So Phil's walking into lots of minefields here. That he's not blindfolded. 1-4 hits back. Okay, well, maybe a little bit of hope for Phil. 2-6 comes out. 6-1 is the roll that we want, really. Fight hits and covers are good, but how do we get? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, hits and covers are pretty good, leaving fewer return shots. But the problem is those 3 checkers on the 24-point. How are we going to get them off there? Desperate to roll 6s. 5-4. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I would actually just play 13-4, but I suppose we make a second point and board. A second, the 2-point. Looks like we come in and come out. We don't want to give our opponent an opportunity. He'll just hit us with a 4 anyway in board, so we might as well try and come closer to home. We get hit with a 4 anyway, but we would have been pointed on. I think I would just come in like now 1-6, the specific 1-6 for orange, just forces him to play 8-2 with the 6, which isn't that great. So the 5 I would just come down is my normal play. I've never really thought about these plays. Of course, he's thinking about double 6 is going to be good anyway. So yeah, I don't like this, but I couldn't swear that it's wrong. 6-5 is a great roll. An absolute look from nowhere. Phil gets missed, and even if he doesn't, he's kind of just hanging on. He's got a chance. He really does. Oh no, he shouldn't do anything. What's he thinking? What's the old geezer thinking? Well, he's thinking he wants to hit, maybe, for some reason. Don't know. But good play, Phil. Good play, my man. 6 looks like you just bring them down. But actually, not sure. The thing is, I know that when you do this, when you get hit, your opponent escapes. But this looks right to me. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the ugly placement of the checker on the 3-point, which shouldn't be the decisive factor. Now, if our opponent rolls, this must be fine, actually. If our opponent rolls a 6, if our opponent rolls a 6 now, of course, we're distraught. But if our opponent rolls a 6 the other way, we're very happy. Wow. That's just a real sickener. Of course, Phil won't recube ever. 3-1 is just about fair, but double. Oh. Just to the 8-point, possibly. Or you could unduplicate your 6. What are you trying to make the bar with those 2 checkers? Oh, I don't like that. He wants to keep it out for the 1-6. I don't think 1-6 is likely enough for that to be a viable plan. I don't think Phil should cube this, but I'm not. That's just a very quick. I know, just because he's 6-2 up, so he's going to win lots of gamblers anyway. So, without looking at it for longer than a millisecond, this is likely to be an almighty blunder. So he's not going to do anything. 6 when he comes out. Now it's just genuinely too good. And if Phil wanted to recube this, well, not maybe when he's come in. It still should be a pass, even at this score. White's behind a 5', so orange is going to find it difficult to win this game. So Phil shouldn't recube anyway, but if he does, I don't think anyone can ever take this. And I'm thinking, is Phil really thinking about recubing? That's what I'm thinking. Or is he semi-thinking about it? Just to, it's just nice to be in a very strong position. So you can revel in it a bit. It's not all that, but it's a little bit of just checking as well. So 6, we come in. No, don't leave her. Oh, okay, you can do that. Yeah, just leaving 6-5. So if he rolls a 6, okay, he was doing okay. So now Phil should even more play on because he can't lose. Double 4 is not as good as it looks, really. I guess it's okay. You don't really need the bar, but you don't mind having it. Now you have to clear it. Phil be able to win a G6? The 3, okay, a little bit awkward, but you're not going to leave a shot, I don't think. So you can do that. 3, terrible. If Phil can just clear the bar successfully, he's well on his way. He leaves a shot, but Tristan's got a 3.5. Tristan has got a 3.5 point board, which is not going to serve him so well. Ay. But even now, Phil can't be too displeased. Even before the roll, double 6, would you take it? 5-2, better, probably. And now it looks like it's still too good, but it's very tricky to know, for me anyway, I wouldn't double this. I think this is still too good. It's very tricky to know when you how many winning chances you have and how many gammons you have. But I hear so your winning chances here must be pretty high. So what would happen for you to lose this as blue? Okay, so it does just pass again. Sometimes I need to be more in the game to especially with decisions like that. But quick broad brush looked like a pretty huge pass and a too good. And it's nice that they're smiling about something. I don't know what. Phil cracking jokes. 8-2, no breaks. Okay, so this is an extreme score differential. 9 away, 3 away. Tristan will just be able to cube even this. I think he might. Is he going to stop? No? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to, just because I said so. 5 down. I'm not a fan of this one. Not a fan. I think you just try and... This is the thing. You've got major position worse as orange. Like, you can just try and hope that your opponent doesn't roll a 6. I don't think you need to hit him with the 5. 4-2, I would come in on the 21 and play 18-16, I think. So Tristan's definitely not going to cube now. Well, it looks like he might, but I don't think he should. I think it's worse than the previous roll. He's got a weakness on the 1 point. Phil looks like he's going to be delighted to... His face is like saying, Q? You're going to Q? Oh, yeah, I think I might just take that. I might just... Then for a second, I was going to be wrong, and then it was a double bluff. 4-1, okay, I suppose you're going to hit. I don't know, that was injudicious, I think, by Tristan. I mean, I would have cubed the go before. 4-1, no, why? I say it's amazing. I know Tristan's a G2, but these boards are being sold off cheap. Cheaply? Or cheap during the event. £100 using the choices. Where? What? I'll have one. They're really nice, actually. They don't bend. They don't bow or bend, though, Tim. So what do? Do you have to get an axe and cut them down the middle yourself? They're fabulous board. Look, it's really lovely, beautiful wood, whatever. Beautiful wood, that wood. A lovely bit of wood. So Tristan has cubed. Okay, I'm not sure. Didn't really... Coming up. Probably duplicating ones. 6 is going to come out. So... Has to hit even if he doesn't want to, but he does want to. 4-6 is going to hit back. So maybe give Tristan a chance to make that bar if Phil misses. Phil will hit loose. But it's a little bit dangerous because exposes a second checker. Okay, so Tristan doesn't hit back but gets to make the bar, and he's priming in 3 checkers. Phil is certainly by no means assured of making this 5-point, but he'd love to. He makes the 3. In fact, you could probably think about playing 21-14, but I would dismiss it. I think it's too dangerous. Problem is you've got 3 checkers back, and you would like to run off the 21-point anchor. This I would just run to the 13. Don't want to make the anchor here and then be having to run off it when I'm that far up in the race. No. This is pretty, I think, a simple-ish kind of play. I think that's a mistake. 6-2 is going to go to the 13. Now he's just going to want to run off the anchor. Okay. There you go. 5-3. Phil's going to have to. He's going to play 6. Have to play 6-3. Don't do anything. Don't do anything foolish. 6-2. But it seems like Tristan is due a little bit of luck because he was. I would play 3. I would like to get that spare off the 3-point, but there you go. 3-2. I might have thought about playing 13-11, 8-5. Not sure why. Again, I would like to unstack that. We're not going to get a shot now, but this is equally okay. 6-3, perfect roll, brings a spare into the 5-point. So Phil is just losing this game on all fronts. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get a shot. He'll fill in the gap on the 4-point and try and make it. Yeah, these boards are pretty nice, I have to say. For £100. If this was in the Galaxy shop, it would be 1,000. But it would come with a lovely little discount and a discount code. So double 6 is going to come down and down. I mean, there are even some running gap, not off the double 6. Why is he just to count the race? Of course. So shall I count it with him? 51. Incredible how quickly Jorgen Grandstedt pips counts. 103. Kept that quiet. 103 for blue. 78 for orange. I've got a lot of catching up to do. So that's after the roll, after the play. I mean, either way, he's going to lose, right? So can't lose him that much value just by coming out, but just on a principle, he shouldn't do that. Okay, he's got 5s. His 3s, though, I think he should have played 5-2. His 3s are now, he's only got 1 spare with which to play a direct 3. It depends what the 3 comes with, but 6-3 and stuff like that. 6-4 is a great roll. Yeah, bring him in. Wow, what's he doing? Why is he bit hard? I don't know why you would think, you wouldn't usually, a man of that ability would not think about bringing the second checker in. You do it immediately. You just want to bear it. 4-3. Okay, so he's going to have to clear the 6. It's not terrible, but it's not ideal. Phil will come off. He'll bring himself off. He'll bring himself off the 21-point. Okay, so 6-3, 6-1, 4-1 is fine. Makes the 1 point. Twicely. Want to say thricely for some reason, but not. Oh, I thought it was going to be another. Yeah, but he's not going to bring it in. People never do. Okay, yes, he proved me wrong. Great. Okay, so just 4 shots, 4-3-6-1. Double 6 is like not quite good enough. Who's that man with the lovely hair in the background? Oh, he's got a nice grey hair. 3-1. Brings it in. It's a good match because they're playing good speed. They're not like taking absolutely ages. 4-3. Okay, so 6-1, 5-1, 4-1. Middle of 5-1. Okay, I've got a feeling we hit, like taking a second checker off. Okay. Same number of shots, but we get to put on our guy on the bar if we hit. So I disagree with this play. Again, I'm disagreeing. There's Ava, the mother of Zdeněk. She had the most incredible, Kenji got incredibly lucky against her in their round of 64. It's on the Ace Point YouTube channel, one to watch. Was watching it last night. All I ever do is watch backhand matches. 6-5, okay, feels like got about, 8%, 10%? 3-1, not good. Maybe he's got more. I mean, how many checkers? Orange got 10 checkers, 4-3. Yeah, if anyone wants to send me a little donation, Simon Bargett at btinternet.com. I mean, that's too long for anyone to even bother to. I can't type that. Simon Bargett at btinternet.com on PayPal. You can send me a couple of quid, whatever. Or you can just give it to Mate and then he'll never give it to me because he never does. Because he's a bit selfish. But we're all selfish. I mean, it's not as if I'm not selfish. So how can I complain if someone else is selfish? I have no grounds for complaining about selfishness. So Tristan does win that game. So he's 7 away, 3 away. He'll be looking to cube early, 6-5. Great roll for Phil, just what he wanted. Looks up to the camera, double one, and then 11 to 10, I think, or this. Not sure either way. 11 to 10 bears in on the 4 point, which I like to do, trying to make the 4 point. 5-3. Could you just run? Probably not. There is Mr. Bohr, I think his name is, B-O-R. 4-3 just makes the anchor all day long, my friend. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking? What is he thinking about? I know we like the 8 point. Yeah, 4-3. I see it's lovely, but not at this score. I beg to differ. 2-1. Just I don't know what to do here. Of course, you want to come up, but you've got a horrible stack on the midpoint that needs unstacking. So I think you have to come up though. Oh, sorry, Tristan's trailing. Of course you do what he did. My bad. I'm sorry. Take all that back. I thought the score's reversed. Fucking hell. Yeah, well, I was thinking that Tristan had 8 points and Phil had 4. Of course he should be doing what he did, not making the anchor. Goodness me. Goodness gracious me. I got the score very wrong round. I got it very wrong way round. I don't know why I did that. I got it scored wrong way around. 2-6. Probably come out to 15 point. Very good. Very good play. Come round to 3-4. Tristan's got every chance of. I don't like a man standing. I'm gotta say I don't like a man standing. Maybe there's nothing untoward there in his. But can you do not stand so close to mon brave Tristan? It's a little bit close, unless there's some camera trickery going on. There's a closeness there that I'm not appreciative of. There's another man coming as well. Needs to be some sort of electric fence that electrocutes people, not in an unfriendly way. He's very close. 4-2. Okay, you're going to hit loose. What do you guys think? 1 in the chat for electric fence, 2 for just let him be a nice man. I think it's 2, isn't it? 3-1. Hits back. Beautiful. 3-6. Oh my goodness gracious me! That's very bad not to come in like this. I remember Ramesh. That was very politically stupid by Wilson Semilio to do with Ramesh. That stupid thing. It was very childish. Not funny. Not like Peter Sellers in the party, whatever that film was called. I can't remember. It wasn't called The Party, but that was very funny. 1. Yes. 6-5. Oh my God! Phil is just gonna. Make the 4 point. That's what he's going to do. Oh, what is that Peter Sellers film called? It's not called the party. 3-1. Phil will hit with on the 2 point. Man with lovely hair. What a lovely, lovely set of hairs he's got there. Lovely, bloody, lovely hair. He's got nice hair. Tristan's got nice hair as well. Phil's got reasonable hair. He's got hair. He's got a bit of hair. This is looking very gammon. Tristan needs a 1. He gets it. Tristan does look very young, though. He's very not that. Why is that though? I won't go. But he's a young. He's got a young face. I would be surprised if he's under 30, but he's got a young man's face. 2-5 doesn't get hit back. Phil will continue pounding away. 4-1 hits twicely. Don't you dare not twice. Don't you dare. Don't you? He's daring. What's he thinking? He wants to make the 2 point. Okay. Good. The party, thank you. Peter said, yes, it's not very funny. I'm not trying to do the very nice. We really need the super chat. What is the super chat? It's like Superman, but chat. It's all this. 2-5. It's threatening the members only. That reminds me of something else. Not that, not what you're thinking. 6-1, okay, so Phil shouldn't gammon. He shouldn't get a gammon here, I don't think. 1, because there's shots, so Orange can just win the game, and when Orange wins the game, obviously he's not getting gammoned, and then he's just not always getting gammoned. Orange might get shots and lose the game single-wise, so I wonder, gammons maybe 50-50, something like that. 3-1. Okay, no need to make. Oh, he's only got 1 on the bar, so we'll take that back. Maybe there is a need to make the bar. 2-6 comes out. 2-6 comes out. Don't tell me what's coming out. Got Dan Rivera in the background. Much more friendly distance, respectful, new age kind of, sort of the new, trying to be a nice person kind of generation, evolved. Nice kind of camel coloured t-shirt and shorts. Can't think of the word. Combo. Susix comes in and out, definitely coming in and out, because blue might not get these checkers safe. If he doesn't hit, he might not get them safe. He might have been told not to do. His impression very bad. He did not good. So I really hope he comes out. Actually, I want him to come out. I don't want him to do this. I'm upset he's doing this. Please don't do this, Tristan. Until Phil's desperate for him to make this play. Maybe not. Maybe Phil fancies himself as a roller of 5s. Come out, my friend, come out. So what, he's counting shots, but... Well, no, I mean, I guess he's like, I'm being unfair. He's like trying to save the G, but I still think that, well, you probably shouldn't try and save the G too much, because if you lose a single game, you're Billy bollocked anyway. I mean, you're just 10-4 down. So... So, Nicola, would you come out? Nicolas. Parle, vas-y. I recognise that man. He does look a bit like Roger Waters, the man with the nice hair. I mean, a tiny bit. I don't think it is Roger Waters. 6'4", comes down with both. There's Calders. No, why not? I mean, probably not a bit. Why did he do that? Leaving 6'5", and the 6'5" is now a semi-disaster. 5'1", hitting. He's not going to like 2-5 or 1-5 or 3-3. Not as bad. Was there one more? No, maybe not. Okay, now Tristan's doing fine. Makes the 13 point. That's a great roll. No. What? No. What are you doing? This is insanity. Wait, what's he doing? Excuse me? Am I going to that? That looked nuts to me to not just... I mean, it worked. Probably the right play then. Wow, what a turnaround. I mean, had he not made that play, I mean, blimey.
Looks very different to me.
Well, Phil is saying, I can tell you what Phil's saying. Wasn't that 2-4? Okay. Oh, no. So random. Well, 2-1, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, go on, do it. 3-1, 3-2. So, the 6-4 is a bit... I didn't see that at all, that play. I wouldn't have made it if I was just... I don't think I would have made it. Don't understand it. But it worked. Gets the checkers safe. 3-1 hits. So obviously Tristan can win a gammon from nowhere. The gammon from nowhere. I told you that Phil wasn't favourite to win a gammon. 5 covers. I mean, just definitely cover. It's interesting what people get into the weeds here with the just cover. You don't want to play 2-1. You can get the guy off the anchor later anyway, so you don't mind if he anchors. It's just overthinking. I know it's easy for me to say here, but that's why I'm not playing, so I can say it. I don't like this. It doesn't make any sense to me to do that. It won't hurt him, but it'll just prolong the game, really. But then again, if blue rolls a 2, it does kind of hurt. Now he might make the 23 point, will old Phil, and then roll double sixes. Okay, so not so bad when Phil rolls a 1, but now you just have to do what you were going to do from before. Well, no. Why'd you keep wanting to... I should calm down. Stop touching the checker on the 3 point. Stop it. Hands off. Ooh, he's going to roll again. Watch. No, he's not. He didn't know. He didn't do the right hand action there. 5-1. He's coming in. I see that he wants to constantly. Doesn't care about. Fine. I mean, he's not going to crunch. But if Phil rolls a 2-6, you just want control of the outfield. You don't need so much a checker to point on the guy on the 1 point. Although that would be okay or nice as well. Now maybe you would hit with a 5-4. I would probably just slot the 8 point, try and make a full 6 prime, and then we can break it later. But actually, I'm not sure. You could just play 10-6, and then but you still lose that. You lose out less to 6-2. Actually, what is the right idea here? So let's say you bring a checker in. Are you going to be hitting with a 5 next go? Yes, you are. So that has value. So I'd probably do that. I agree with that play. So 5 is going to hit loose. And if it's successful, you're going to break the 7 point to make the 1 point. But it's not completely ideal. And also, it wasn't that likely to succeed because Tristan, you noticed, had to roll a 5 and then a 6, which he does with ease. So that brings a checker 7 away. So this will give 6-1 and 4-3 as well to hit loose. 4 comes in. So that gives him, keeping the checker on the 14 point, will hit loose with, allow him to hit loose with double 6. But 4s and 3s will hit loose anyway. So it's only double 6 that is the extra hit loose number. So he's going to think about, well, okay. But then now if he rolls a double 2, okay. Consecutive double 2s. That was a good play, actually, because he unduplicated his numbers. 6-4. So he's less likely to get the gammon than he is. So more likely the score will go 8-6, 5 away, 3 away. It doesn't feel like they're going to take a break. So Tristan will just get a spare on the 6 point so that he doesn't have to open up his board too quickly, because opening up his board obviously means that Phil can come in, and if Phil can come in, Phil can get round, and if Phil can get round, Phil can get them off. And if Phil can get them off, 2-1, 7-4. Don't you dare touch my dice, you 4. So I would play 5-4 probably. No, well, yeah, maybe I would. That's a bad roll, but keeping the board, I agree with that. I think that's important. 6-1, okay. So gammons, don't know. 5-3. I think I probably have to not take one off here. If you take one off, you leave too many bad repeaters. This leaves quite a lot anyway. So if you don't get hit this coming go, then the next go you'll get hit. You'll be leaving an extra shot with 6-5, 6-4, 5-4, 6-3. There's a bunch of them, and the other way maybe not that many more. There's Chris G. Rogers in the background. No one is invisible to the tax authorities here on this stream. 2-4. It's like things that you find you say at 50 that you would never even think you could ever, you would dream of. So I don't even know what that meant. You would never say at 25 years old. What the hell was that? Tax. Who cares? 5-4. Leaving 5s and 1s. If Phil can hit, he's got some smidgen of a chance he doesn't hit. 3-4. So Phil gives it up and still leading 8-6. I mean, Tristan should be happy, I guess, to come way back in there. I've lost track of what really happened in that game. I know it turned around massively and that Tristan had the 23 point, but I've got memory loss as to what else went on. Okay, nice. Splitting down. I like that play. 3-2, he should come down with a 3. I'm sure he knows the second rolls, probably the third rolls as well. Phil hits back. 5 will come down, I think. There's close standing, missed the ball. 3-4, makes the anchor. Even at this score, I mean, there's just no sense in hitting. I saw like players like one of Tristan's countrymen, Frédéric Andrieux, playing the World Championship. You were hitting, and also I think even on Pecco, who we're playing against, he also sort of turns down anchors. I don't like it. I just like to play like a simple game, not get other checkers sent back. So I'm a big fan of making the anchor. One, then you make the 9 point. Yeah, and bring the other one down. Not like I was not going to say anything, but why? There shouldn't be any thought as to the final four. The four going to the 9 point goes to a good spot anyway. So why not? Oh, I got another one. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just double it. You can hit on outside, but double hitting has a value. I'm not sure about this. It doesn't mean anything. I probably would hit on the outside because you get to escape a checker, but it leaves a billion return shots. A billion. Six-one comes in and makes the goes to the 8 point. No other play really. If you come out, you leave too many shots. If you make the 8, then I don't like this. If you make the 8, your opponent might not point on your head, and if he doesn't, then you're not doing too badly. Okay, so that worked because 4-2 would have been a great number to point on head. But having said that, 4-2 is a pretty good number to hit and make the anchor. 6-4 is a pretty good number to hit and make the outside point. Now, Phil, desperate to make an inner board point, which he doesn't. He'll just slot the 5. Pretty good deal, as someone I know might say, when there are only 15 return shots, but he gets one of them. Phil will hit back with 4s, 3s, and 1s, but not with 2 shitty 60. I would maybe this is better. You don't want to put a checker on the 2 point, but question whether or not you want to unstack the heavier point. Double 4, you're just going to make the 9 and maybe just make the 11. Oh, okay, you need to make anchors, do you? I spoke too soon. Yeah, that was not nonsense and a terrible shout by me. I don't know why I said that. So 4-1, you could come out, but probably just fix that weakness. I love saying that now. Fix the weakness in the board. 4-3, just probably going to the 6 point. He's reasonably happy to come up, and then the 4's okay to slot the 4 point, but slotting the 2 point is probably okay as well because it unstacks the 6 point. 4-2 Tristan will make the 4 point. So it looks like he's slightly ahead in the race, possibly. I don't see another plate. You don't want to bury a checker, so you should really play 20-15. I'd be surprised if that burying checker thing was right there. Double 6 is going to come out with 2, and then the other 2, I'm not sure about. One does one thing, one does the other. You have to work out whether or not you mind so much stacking them up. Probably not. You want to come closer. Tristan will be able to maybe be able to cube next go. Phil is 129 before the roll. Tristan is 121. Okay, it was too close. 122 for Phil and Tristan is 121. It's a bit... doesn't really look like the race is that close, but... Or is it 123? I think it is 121. 45, I think it's only 3 now. No, it's not. My God, why I keep getting it wrong? I'm counting like a million times. 45 plus 28 is 73, surely. Oh, yeah. It's 131. So Tristan is behind. So Philly, very happy to run with that 6-4. Feel I need to just redo all my pip counts. I like this play. I don't think there's any reason to leave the 14 point. Even though Phil's got a blocking board, he'll happily hit. I mean, this is fine, that you can't leave anchors. Not with the two spares on the 9, the 8 point, even though Tristan has blots in board. Lovely to cover one of those blots. So again, we think Phil's a favourite. Phil will be very happy to... Oh, no. I don't see... This is like the old school rears its ugly head. I don't know why you would ever do that. Passing up on making the 5, the superb 5. I mean, I know why he's done it, but I mean, it's just not the right... You need your 5 point. So the cost of bringing another checker in, so what? So 3-2. Again, he's not shown that he's now... Okay, well, now there's no option. Race looks really close to me, so I'm surprised if 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. So he'll play 9-6, I think. Actually, maybe 6-3 is slightly better. Yeah. That's legal. It was on the 14. Tristan is 88. And Phil is 90. So Phil is 2 pips down. And now he's 5 pips up. So he needs to think, okay, I'm not sure. I would just give a little think about coming out. I didn't get a chance to see. So it looks like you have to cover the block with the 1. So therefore the 4 is going to be from the 8 point. Now it's going to get worse if Phil wants to run, but not with double 5. Okay, my goodness me. So is that enough to cube? I'm not sure. Part of me says obviously yes. Yes, it is. It may be even a pass. 61 for Phil. Not sure what my reservations were there. Yeah, it's a huge pass. Take point is quite high, actually, for Tristan here. Not high, but you can check on Sage, actually. I quite like Sage. Check the old take points. I could just do a quick calculation. So he risks... If he passes, he gets 43%, does Tristan. But if he takes and loses, he gets about 15, let's say. So he risks losing quite a lot, 28. But if he takes and wins, he goes to even. So he's risking 28, that sounds wrong, to gain 7. 7 over 35, that seems wrong. Take point 20%. 5 7s are 35. Ban this man. Who is this? Alex? Can't be 25% if he passes. So as soon as there's something to prey on, out comes the Jeff. Out comes, no, hello, Simon. Hello, Simon. Lovely to hear you.
You made a mistake. Jeff, lovely man in your lovely shirts. Your lovely shirts. Shut up, Alex. We don't need your commentary. Jeff in his lovely shirts.
Double 3, so he comes up and down. No, has he made the 5 point already? If he has, then he's got no more to play. He's got no more to play.
Again, I don't like Mr. Ball could just take a little micro steps, a few steps back there. Double three, I'm not conversant with that play. I'm not saying it's wrong. 6-4, 11-5 is part of it. And then I don't think you want to play 8-4. That seems too much. Okay, Phil's not going to be double-arge at this score for a while yet. 6-2, he's happy to leave that checker. Good lad, keeps it there. I'll take you on a match equity contest any day, Jeff Hall. Yeah? How about it? Coming out with your 25%. As soon as I say put one word wrong, there he is. 1-3, comes in, hits. 2-1, well, he's going to have to hit on the 1 point just to stop Phil developing. Don't give full roll. 4-6 is adequate. I suppose you're pretty much always going to hit on the 2 point here, unless it does duplicate twos, does duplicate ones as well. 2-5 hits and covers, marvelous. Phil doesn't want a fan, he won't. 3-5 comes out with that very important checker, stopping Orange from being able to hit loose where he wants to. That's an important concept. There are some double hitters here, though. I wasn't seeing the cube, to be honest, here. 5 away, 2 away, but it could well be. There's a kind of a weakish... Phil's got a weakish rack. He's got the rack, but it's a weak one somehow. Don't ask me to explain why. It's too complicated for all of you. What? Is this legal? You wouldn't understand, guys. You just wouldn't understand. Phil needs to come in. Oh, my giddy aunt. 3-5. Highly unfair. There's a lot of play left. Tristan hasn't burnt any checkers. 5-5. Okay, it's terrible, but at least he's probably going to be able to make some sort of anchor. There's too much time for him to do so. And Phil's got every chance of... I like the 4, and I'd probably just safety that guy out for a lack of a... I mean, why not? Maybe you just have to play 9-8, though, to get it in range of the checker on the 2 point. I don't know. Very difficult play. Only Jeffrey knows. So 3-1 comes in with both. Now Phil is, of course, winning. 5-3, just beautiful, makes the 4 point. Don't need to start hitting. You just want to make the points in a row here when you've got so many men all the way away from your 7 front men. 4-2. Yikes. No, wait, hold on. Do you have to... Is the 4 forced? That's disgusting. Oh. That's disgusting. Alex, I know you texted me the other day. Am I coming to the London tournament? The answer is maybe. 2-1 does that. 4-1 hits. Okay, you can remake the 6 points, so you're going to leave it there. The question is the 1. My tendency is this probably is... This makes more sense, maybe. Yeah, you're not going to fool that. No, you might. If you get hit, you want to have the 23 point, so you can have some weird weak double anchor game. Now you're only going to have the 1-3 back game, which you don't want. What I mean is if Tristan rolls a 1 now, he's not got the second anchor he wants. He'd rather have a man on the 23 point to be able to make the 23 point anchor. But Phil is killing this now. You could even just play 18-14, noting that Orange's board is completely gone. I think I would have played 18-14, actually. Okay, 2, and then the 1 comes up. No, the 1 comes up. You're not, yeah, he's going to do it. Good. Again, ideas of playing 18-13. So what's going to happen? Orange might come off the 22 point, and then you might have wanted to have vacated the 18 by then. 4-2 are just going to leave shots. I don't know that lady in the background. I know everyone in backgammon, but I don't believe I've seen her. Am I wrong? 4-2, 39. Just, yeah, no. You can't do that. What's he even thinking about? See, this is what I don't get sometimes, like, you cannot. Yeah, or make 5 or play 5-3 with the 2. I mean, you can't bury a check. No. I know I think I know what he's thinking. He's thinking, well, I don't get hit, and then I might get a shot, and then if I got hit, it would be bad. So I might as well just play safe and not leave. But well, now you're not going to play 23-22 because you can make a double anchor game. Okay, he does exactly what I don't want him to do. Probably okay to hit twice. Tristan, it looks okay. I don't know if I'm going to make the 2-point there, but it doesn't really matter what Philly does. Tristan does not look impressed. Can't say I blame him. 3-1. Make the 2. Just make the anchor, make the bar actually. Oh, I don't know about you, but when I get hit by the 1 there, even when I'm winning 9-6, I'm like, you bastard. Hate it. Okay, Phil will carry on hitting. Can Tristan roll another 1 to just be annoying? Yes, just to be annoying. Can Phil fan? Okay, he's not going to give up his bar point. Oh, maybe it's okay. I don't think there's a necessity for it, really. Actually, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's a blunder. I have to... didn't like to... Didn't know if it was necessary. You could just let your opponent make the double anchor, but then what are the ramifications of that? Do they increase their winning chances? Yeah, almost certainly they do. So this match is over. 4-2, I don't have to... There you go, Jeff. That's what you need to introduce it with. And then you're like, Simon, respectfully, it's 25%. You don't have to go. He always says he has to go. Don't believe a word of it. He doesn't. He doesn't have to go. Did time trouble lead to the decision? No, I don't think so. I mean, there's nothing really more to say about this. It's just impossible to win for... I mean, what you need as Tristan is to get the 3s out from... it's the Braccone. Porcone. This is Ronnie Sofroni. He just needs to get all those checkers out, which is going to be difficult. It looks like Fernando is going to be up next, but I'm not going to be commentating because no one gave me any money. I don't work for free, mate. I know what my value is. I know my value. I'm just mumbling now. Shots. Sick 1 to win. Sick 1 to win. To lose. Which one? Oh my God. Okay, so you can't block double 6. You can't block double 5. You can get hit by double 5. With or by. So again, people over, he's got plenty of time. He's got not enough time, really. He's got less time than he wants, but he's got plenty of time to avoid timing out. That's for certain. 2-1.
This is kind of not... Oh, makes the 5. Blimey. Fair. I mean, yeah, you've got unlucky. You're allowed an easy one. You're allowed an easy one. Watch Tristan's channel. It's very, very good. Some bizarre board, a blunder, backgammon doesn't make sense. It's in French as well, so you have to know French. But you can learn French, even if you think you're too old. You're not, or stupid. His time is low, but he's not going to time out. He's probably going to lose. But if he does win this game, block the double 5, you're just happy when you make that play. It's presumably right to have blocked double 5 there. It doesn't look like he did anything wrong, so he should justifiably be happy with his play, for sure. If he can just get those checkers nicely positioned, that 4 is a thorn in Tristan's side. So how does he play this now? He just has to keep on getting the control of the outfield. He can't start hitting or anything. So maybe just 22-15. I tend to leave too many shotties like that as well. I didn't even see that. Not playing against any big doubles here. You just want to get... Looks like it's a quadruple shot. Never misses. Doesn't miss with either of them. So you could think about slotting. Okay, that's annoying that Phil did that. Like, if that was a joke, I would be a little bit... Oh, God. I don't think he was. Poor guy. Okay, now I think he should get a free break on this play after that. That would knock me out of my comfort zone. Okay, maybe that's also a better play than I would have come up with. Yeah, that was not a good time for Phil. I'm sure he didn't. I think he just thought it was a misplay. 6-4. I would think you have to start slotting now for... Oh, no, good. Yeah, I did a video of this early on in my... That's good. You've got your checkers. They're not too far forward of the point you want to make, so you don't need to start slotting yet. 6-1. I guess you would do that. And now the hits are mandatory, but they leave you in... Oh, my God. So you just make the 4 point. So there's a few numbers that don't get passed. Shit. Of course, you have to continue rolling here because anything can happen. I think I would just resign there. It's painful. I would just resign. It just looks like Jin's still. It was Jin even more, but now it's Jin slightly less. Because I mean, that's a hard match for Tristan. Phil did really well, very good humoured. Guys, thank you for watching. Simon Bargett at btinternet.com. Don't be shy. You can just give me like £2. I mean, I don't even know what I'm asking, actually, truly, but I feel like I am asking. Give me money. All right. See you later. Bye.
Fish and chips or something. Where is Matt? In the sauna.
Έτσι σε φέρα κάνουμε δύο, διότι είμαστε μακριά. Δεύτερο γύρο,
Where's your clock?
Α,
Press that to start.
αυτό. Παίζεις στα τηλέφωνα, ρε, κλείσεις τα τηλέφωνα. Πάει και η ώρα σου.
Η ώρα μου, σιγά δεν μπορεί να πάει η ώρα μου μένα.
Ναι, αλλά θέλω να σου πω, ας τους κάνουμε όλοι σχόλια. Εγώ να κλείσω τηλέφωνα. hela här är blått, men jag är...
Vad sa du?
Den här är inte min.
En gång till.
Där är inte den där som den du tänkte på.
Ja. Ja, men jag har sett flera sådana. Det var därför jag tror. Är din röd? Men ska du gå på hotellen och kolla för säkerhets skull? Ja. Men sen ska man titta här.
Agora vou marchar de seguro hoje. Que mandou?
Neće ne bude daže, s YouTube. La batería. La batería. Cambio de pasar. Što se uzare?
Prima, kam benzina uzeli?
Biste se na bazaru?
Na basare, na basare. Prima, kam benzina uzeli? Sam da god papira gamle, ne nare. Ciao, da oni. Questa è la psicologia.
Friga.
Fammi un colpa nella. Cambia da usare.
Česti ga, ono.
Utilizzano solo per spendere la
Ne bila. Ne, ne, skriften. Kada ga ne da, do. Ne možemo bilo, mi za ovo vidimo.
Imamo.
Thank you.
Kimi 90 yaşıyor.
Yeah, I'm gonna confiscate this. You have so much.
managed to get
What did you put? You put the watermelon, or did you have the watermelon? I want the rain garden.
You still didn't eat too much.
He had like a delivery yesterday and his eyes were completely red. Have a little bite. Have a little bite of the rain garden. Feel like I'm happy.
Ese fue bueno, vamos a verlo.
Fíjate, si no me suena.
No, mene, ti stasera.
Messo di bis. Messo di bis. Laksi bile muayet. Yani işi problem. Anca besiri şey problem. Hayır.
Come si deve curare?
Giro bu sular. Ne şimdi? Bunu mu? Asik. Anca kana lo ne malos. Noi yas asik da prama.
Lucky, I mean, he got lucky, I got lucky.
It's the name of the game. It's the name of the game.
They had 4 here.
Choking.
Double 6 to say the jackpot. And all double 5. That is 6. Then he came at me and told away.
Wait. Wait. Let me set the camera. Didn't even win it. That's crazy. He's getting scared. He's getting scared.
Oh, stop. He's an adult.
There's even comes.
It's alright. Little less hardcore. They don't have it.
Come on, man. Come on. It's like 2-1.
In the winner, there would be the shot of it.
Yeah.
Sonra bir dakika var.
Wait. Where there's a possibility of play, so I am. Where is that?
You have the right to do that.
Where there's a possibility.
I swear to God. I swear.
It's all miss.
Oi!
Come on, man. Come on.
Ya come on. Üşeniyor.
I think he knows. So Brian and
Mendogamis. Don't do it. Just show you where's possibility you have to play it.
Fair enough. As long as you're not talking.
I swear you are used to it.
That's all right. I've seen the double kill.
Yes, you're right.
Would you give it up? Of course I would. You would have given it up?
Of course I give up.
I know you. No, I know you. I know you wouldn't give it up. You're a fighter.
5-3.
Non può
E guarda su torre, perché a scuola,
Εντάξει, ρε κουμπάρε.
I think it's PR booster. Oh, you're playing? Oh, yeah, SuperJackpot. Sure, yeah.
So I
Could be a pre-match.
yeah, I have this issue.
That's PR.
Yeah,
Just tell me the number because I suck.
I don't know. I'm doing something. 30 seconds.
Oh, he is.
He didn't stop.
I'm the last place in the team, maybe. I only won 2 matches and lost 1 other. But PR-wise, I'm not the last.
PR-wise, it's PR-wise. It's really hard to be the last one.
What's your average?
It's really a tough fight to be the last one. PR-wise.
Why? Yeah, it just be maybe. I think on average before for this tournament, it's like 7 point something without the last one.
What's the last one?
Nina, I played Nina in 13. I had them 13 or 15. Yeah, I think I was playing. Yeah, I lost to her.
What is your feeling?
My feeling, I know I'm playing because I realized I played really bad. Really? I think it's 20 PR. So I won 1 point. Yes, I'm not the best. Yeah, I have 4 points now. So what is the total average?
I will.
Okay, thank you. I think you're.
I refresh 30 seconds.
Are you right? I have another one. Yeah, I have 2 castles.
I like to go with a little confidence.
You need to. And this is like, those are the older versions. That's the older version. No, it is the older version of the method. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, you can actually. Yeah. It has a. Tokyo or nothing. You get it's not easy. Actually, my cousin in Saudi Arabia is the he has no he's basically what you call it when he owns the franchise Castle in Saudi Arabia. So usually didn't get it for free. I just paid for it. You do it like this. You do it like this. You have this one here. Yeah. Yeah. So I like.
So now I put in, wait, I put in the thing.
You should check my storage even. Storage box.
You're far from the 7.4.
Rhino beetle. You know rhino beetle? This is a rhino. And this is hippos.
What do you like better? I'm more like a smaller rhino.
I like a rhino and rhino. Yeah.
And then, so, 7.41.
Let's celebrate. I'm inviting you to dinner. Indian dinner. Yeah. This is the money we're enjoying. So you know where to steal from me now. Yeah. But I paid everything, so you'll steal only 20-30 pounds. Yeah. Me, I paid for it. So, we're planning to do a Saudi Open one time.
Okay.
So, I think not a Saudi Open, it's like only for Saudi players with the federation. So, I pay your ticket. So pay your ticket, yeah, and hotel, and you can maybe you video everybody, and maybe you can do like a YouTube channel. So yeah, we do that. Because I'm trying to come with my Jeddah. Imad, actually he was supported. But me and don't tell Imad because it's a secret. We're trying to candidate ourselves for the federation, not backgammon, mind sport. So we will do close by, we'll do a tournament. I'll call you. Yeah, usually we sponsor people, we don't let them pay.
Really, you got your bag on, but then we can make little beer maybe also.
Yeah. A source of what you make here is a good thing because most people in Saudi Arabia they don't have the PIA and they think you're like good players. Yeah, I'm ready for sure. I'll go for the sure. Yeah.
Έσυρες εξάρες, έσυρες 2-1, μιας αυτές το εξάρι και μετά εξάρες.
Δεν έγινε ένα μυθίτσινα.
Το άλλο συστήσιμο ότι ήταν take-two.
It's double six, double six. It's impossible. How many double six?
But not last on the PR because it's really hard.
We have all the PRs. Where are you? That is decent. It's very decent, yes.
You beat the pick or something on this PR. You beat it, the pool was orange. No, you. Me? When did you play?
No, Cap is 463. Cap is 463.
What do you mean now? Sorry, I'm not talking about my when we play 50 quid on PR, he has to give me half a point of PR.
Oh, but I don't know how you got to do that.
No, we have played. No, but whenever we do play, we always play 50 quid. 20 quid on a PR, and a half point. But normally, we do this. We just give each other 50 quid.
We have side bets on all their matches that
Right,
means that
Gilly.
Gurley's in it.
Can I get a burger? I'm going to go back to your food and have a shower. Hello.
You, Gurley.
You have a whiskey. You just do, I want to do lots of stuff. Look. Oh yeah, please don't lose it. Yeah, please don't lose it.
Why would I lose it? Why would I read it? Why would I lose it?
I'd like to know. Take on that, but it's fine. Take on that. I want to know. There's something there I want to look at. There is stuff there. Why is it not?
Leona Pixel.
It's a kind view. I'm saying to you, if my son did get the deed to the Holy Altar, what I don't like is the idea that I spend half an hour I go in there, I start fighting, I can't fight. That is here. So I'm exactly this.
Oh my god, only this.
I think I might. Very much good.
Tell him what to do and run off the hill. Tell him what to do. Go. Go and tell him what to do.
It is.
che si buttano via. Sono nel due anni.
Andiamo là. Βγάζουμε να σε κάνεις τρεις, σιγά, δούμε 6, έβαλες την δαμέ. 6-6-2. 6 και 2. Ωραία, ναι.
Πού παίξαμε, τι παίξαμε.
Έβαλες την δαμέ, ρε.
Α, είδαμε.
Ναι.
Τι νόμο. Good luck in the... Είσαι στους 4 τώρα.
What? You finished? You finished? Yeah. You just finished, like it.
No, he's professional, I was lucky.
You was lucky? Oh, okay. You look lucky.
Yeah. I was lucky.
So this...
Yes.
let's just kill it.
Kill it. Ow!
Kill it.
You're in the way of the killing. You're obstructing the killing. Thank you. No! Oh, your meeting ended due to inactivity. Your meeting ended due to inactivity.